Right. So a warm evening to one and all, and welcome back to the 21st Century Speaker Series. And I'm Karthikeya Kumar with you today. And I'll be talking to you all today about key aspects in terms of a speaker, what you need to do to be a right speaker. Because everybody is able to speak, everybody is able to perform, everybody wanted to be somewhat, I mean, someone who is really able to motivate people, help the people, train the people, everything. And I've come across vast number of speakers, I should say, in my last 12 years of experience in the training industry. I was a trainer, I was a coach for some, and I mean, like, I also worked as a mentor. I mean, I played different roles. I was across various platforms as a participant. I was on various sessions as a judge. I was across various events as a judge for man meets. I mean, like, I've seen people in different ways, different directions, in multiple horizontals and verticals. Now, the prime reason why I chose this topic today is that looking at the future of this COVID or Corona, we might take some more time to be interacting through online. We might take some more time to communicate with people through online and then deliver the lessons. The main, I mean, there are a couple of reasons why I created this platform, so that people can definitely, I mean, know what exactly it is. Because there are a couple of reasons. The prime reason is I've been attending so many sessions. Of course, apart from my regular sessions, I get the time to sit somewhere in between, like one or two sessions I attend. But after 10:30 in the night, I sit for a couple of sessions which happen from abroad, where I'm also a participant and also speaker sometimes. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is I've come across so many participants who actually try to make the things, I mean, who they feel that the things are being driven properly as a speaker, but they are not able to do it. Today everyone would like to talk to people. Today everyone would like to be a great speaker, a great presenter, a great motivator, a great trendsetter, whatnot. There are a lot of challenge. I mean, there are a lot of wishes for a person that someone should listen to me. People are ready to speak, but the question here is, how many of us are really able to think that how correctly are we able to speak today? మనం ఎంత కరెక్ట్ గా మాట్లాడుతున్నాం? What are the challenges we have? Don't mind, I mean, whatever I speak in Telugu, I'll also repeat in English. So in between, not every all the time. ఎందుకంటే we have some people who needs it Telugu also. I'm able to be with them. Now, the challenge here is, why is that a speaker should have better or right communication skill? No, let us take two different people. One is a teacher, one is a trainer or a coach or a mentor, whatever we want to call them. So in the next week, I'm going to do a FDP that will be announced soon on teaching methodologies and communication aspects. What are the different ways how you can teach people? What are the, I mean, for parameters that one should follow? ఎటువంటి రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్, ఎటువంటి పారామీటర్స్ మన దగ్గర ఉండాలి? ఏవి ఫాలో అయితే ఒక టీచర్గా, ఒక ట్రైనర్గా మనల్ని సొసైటీ గుర్తిస్తుంది? Not that everybody who speaks can be a speaker. Not that everybody who raises the tone can be a, anything to that matter. మాట్లాడే ప్రతివాడు స్పీకర్ కాదండి. బట్ కరెక్ట్గా మాట్లాడడం చేత రావాలి. I don't say that I'm a great speaker, but I've been doing mistakes. I've been doing mistakes. I learned from my mistakes. Even today, I'm sure at least one point or other I'll do a mistake. But still, I'm learning. How? How is it I'm learning? Asking for a feedback. Yes, it is very, very important that you should take a feedback once your session is done. Now, there are certain qualities what primarily a speaker should be following. Before we go with that, looking at the next, I mean, 1 week, 10 days, or 1 or 2 months of the time here, what is that we need to remember? I mean, we are not going to take the classes anymore through offline for the next 2 to 3 months or 6 months rather. We are not going to be in the offices. Few offices have opened, but the way the meetings are going on, the way the interviews are going on, the way the people are interacting with the clients are interacting with us, when we look at all these parameters, ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే, okay, what all I need is to sit in front of a camera, wear a headset and talk to people. I mean, that's a infrastructural facility what you have, but this is something, the tongue and the mouth are the key players. Whatever the input is given by this mind, they should deliver. And what are the things that we need to correctly follow? Now I'll tell you some different scenarios. Nenu, long back I was in one of the session, I mean, like at a conference. where I was a panelist. So nato batu okaina, he was able to sit in the panel. I don't know, I mean, like, he was from some other part of India, North India. So, this great gentleman, he was supposed to speak about data analytics, ivanni kuda. So what we were thinking is, okay, why can't we come up with some such a discussion where people will get benefit, the audience will get benefited. Regular analytics discussion కాకుండా, what is that we can speak? How is that we can speak? ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఆలోచించుకున్నాం, and we were very much prepared. We were very much planned. Absolutely fantastic. And this person, this gentleman, was sitting next to me. And all of a sudden, to my surprise, when the panel discussion has started, I saw him taking out a piece of paper from the pocket, and then he opened it and kept it on the table, the center table, which is right in front of him. I asked him, "Sir, what is this?" He said, like, "Karthik ji, मैंने इतना points बनाया आज, क्योंकि panel discussion में जो भी discuss करना है वो बना के लेके आए. Whatever is supposed to be discussed, I prepared and I kept it in front of me." Okay, fantastic. Now I have a question, sir. What, Karthik? What if someone asks you, or what if there is a situation where you need to discuss something which is out of that paper? Just, that was my question. He says, no, no, how will that happen? We are only the fellows who will discuss in the panel. How will audience ask? Then I said, what if I come up with the point where you don't have something written on the paper? Then he was just silent. The first factor, many of the speakers, when they are trying to be on the stage, they come up with a pre-notioned mindset or pre-prepared points. Absolutely fine, you prepare for it, but they may not be the only points you may discuss on the dais, especially when you're there in the panel discussion, when you're there as a judge in a meeting, or when you're in a board of directors meeting, or when you're addressing a team of members. There are certain things which might actually come inside. Now, how do you handle this? Objection handling, situational handling. I mean, when I speak about the basics ethics of communication, the primary things one speaker need to definitely have. Number one is a good energy level. We should have very, very fantastic energy. Is not shouting again. Energy is different from shouting. So we should maintain energy in such a way where our tone goes with that energy. Our clarity is good and that matches with the energy. And overall show will be shown as this guy is very confident of talking with everyone or speaking to the people. మనం మాట్లాడే విధానంలోనే ఉంటుందండి. ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ నేను ఏదో ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి వచ్చాను, లేకపోతే ఇలా లేదు ఇలా లేదని కాదు. మనం మాట్లాడి నోరు తెరిచాము అని అంటే కంచు కంఠం అంటారు తెలుగులో. దట్ ఈస్ హౌ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి. అరవమనట్లేదు, బట్ వెన్ యూ టాక్ టు పీపుల్, లెట్ ద పీపుల్ డోంట్ ఈవెన్ థింక్ అబౌట్ క్లోజింగ్ దేర్ ఐస్ అట్లీస్ట్ ఫర్ 1 సెకండ్. ఆ బ్లింకింగ్ కూడా వాళ్ళు అంటే యు మేక్ దెమ్ సచ్ ఫోకస్ టు యూ, యు మేక్ దెమ్ సచ్ ఫోకస్ టు యూ, that means people will be like, what is he trying to say next? What is the next upcoming point? How is he going to do this? I'll tell you a small example where many people will get challenges. ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నాను, ఎందుకంటే we come with a lot of preparedness. As I said, we go to a session, we go to a meeting, we go to a seminar, we go to a presentation, ఇవన్నీ కూడా. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, what happens is the schedule changes, technical challenges will come, lot of glitches here and there. Now, a real-time example, I was in one of the college for delivering a session at Guntur 6 months ago. I was delivering a session. I just went with all my stuff, laptop, camera, headset, blah, 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 everything. I started the session. I greeted the students, everyone. Trust me, there were about 800 students, 200 in this class, 200 in like 4 different classrooms. They were watching me live from each and every classroom. So they had a camera set up, everything. The funniest part is, after the first half an hour of starting of the session, my laptop felt like, let me trouble Karthik today. Let me sleep for some time. Nidrabain, it died. It did not turn on. It did not work. It did not. It did not even respond to whatever I did. I lifted it. I mean, like, I just wanted to throw it out of the classroom. But I can't do this. But that's my laptop, right? So what is that I should do? I cannot go panic. Now the college management said, "Sir, do you want to take a break? Shall we start it after half an hour?" I said, like, why? Your laptop is not working. Unfortunate thing is, the entire data presentation, everything is in the same laptop. I forgot to carry my pen drive. So that's the most successful thing I have done. If I had a pen drive, I would have given it for other laptop. Now, where is the stuff? On my mobile, that too on a Gmail account, that too from my drive. Now I told them, I'll send the data from my drive to you. You download it on your local laptop or desktop, copy it to a pen drive or get me a laptop, fix it, and we can work on it. I know that will take at least 2 3 hours because I know how technically it is tough to do this. Now I started batting it. Like they said, "Sir, can we start?" I said, "Yes, I'm ready for it." Then what to do now? Because any speaker, please remember, when we attend a session, not everyone, but I see many people. Do not depend on Google Drive. Do not depend on a laptop. The God has given a built-in Google Drive. If you know how to prepare content using this Google, we don't need any device unless or until you want to show a video. Whether you have a piece of paper in front of you or not, whether you have a laptop in front of you or not, as a speaker, we should carry that flow of keeping on going on and on and on. In a Sayanthram, I'm sure yesterday evening at about 4:25, I had a call from one of the youngster for whom I gave a session 2 days back on LinkedIn and interview tips. So yesterday evening at about 4:20, 4:25, this young man calls and says, "Sir, all of a sudden today our speaker did not respond. We have a couple of topics to be completed. Can you come and take up the topics?" And that was in the next 5 minutes at 4:30. I said, "What are the topics? What are the topics you want me to handle?" He said, "Resume writing, email etiquette, and two other topics." Since I'm very well versed, since I have already the content with me, everything, I said, "Give me 5 minutes, I'll be back." So the next 1.5 hour, 1 hour, I engaged the session. Now, why I'm telling all these things is, if you want to become a speaker, the first and foremost quality is be a master in one that particular area or expertise or with a topic or with some certain set of topics where we should be able to get up even in the middle of the night and deliver it in such a professional manner where people will feel like, I don't need a sleep, I can listen to him. This is very, very, very important. And second time, when I was sitting in one of the NAC board meeting at Sri Venkateswara University 3 years ago, I was in a team of drafting. So I was looking at all the data, and then we had a meeting. We called the head of the departments, and we wanted every head of the department to do the presentation about their department. And I was just sitting and analyzing and collecting the input so that I can put it into that NAC report and submit to the committee. When I looked at the way they were presenting the things as a speaker standing at the podium and then giving a presentation, trust me, everyone had great PhDs, everyone had a lot of stuff. But the way they were giving a presentation, I was like, if this is the way how we do a presentation, will the NAC committee be okay with it? A couple of teachers, I'm really sorry to say, a couple of faculty were not even able to read what they have got on the screen as it is. They just changed the stuff. They completely changed it. You can at least read the things in a proper way. You don't need to explain, at least present it. NAC will not give you so much of time to sit hours together. At least if we can read the 10 points which are properly there on the slide, you can be one of the best presenter. To be a speaker or a presenter, there are certain qualities. Now, let us discuss one by one here. Now, the most first and foremost, never memorize the speech. It will become like a speech in Three Idiots. He will just memorize. He will not see what is written on the paper. He will not even understand what is the meaning of it. He will just go on and on and on and on, and he will just mess with everything. So why is this happening? Why people are not able to become successful speakers? As I said, initial factors, they don't have energy. Not only as a speaker, even if you want to talk to someone, if you have observed me, my mouth was never flat. I never closed my mouth flat. Like, I'm not doing a ventriloquism. Hey, hello, how are you all? Today I'm going to talk to you all about. It's just talking with my nose. నేను ముక్కుతో మాట్లాడుతున్నట్టు ఉంటుంది అది. It is not that. When you're trying to speak to someone, we must have read in our 10th or 8th or 9th standard in biology subject, this vocal cord has a major role when you're talking to someone. Open the mouth. And that's why whenever I train people on communication skills, the first point I come up is starting from an play school like LKG. I make them to read all the alphabets. I make them to pronunciate the alphabet properly. If you know how to pronunciate the alphabet properly, that's when you can pronunciate the words properly. When you know how to pronunciate the words properly, and when you're able to open the mouth freely, every single audience in the room, every participant in the session will be able to clearly understand. And they'll say, nothing, absolutely clear. Open the mouth, be clear, have energy, maintain a tone where you're just simply superb. Just be that. That's very much possible. You don't need to, you don't need to be something on a high end. You just be a normal speaker, do all these things. Everybody can be a master speaker. And second thing is the kind of energy and the tone we carry. Okay, usually for a person like me, I'm not saying that I'm great, but I have addressed the sessions where we have 300 400 students sitting in the auditorium, where I don't even use a mic. I don't use a mic. I just keep walking, people will listen to me, because that's how I maintain my energy, that's how I maintain my tone. I know a couple of other speakers who are on the same line. They maintain the same tone, the same energy. How good are we with the audience? How are we getting in touch with the audience? Are they really getting a feel of what we are trying to say? Is it just like there are an audience sitting in the auditorium making nothing, sleeping? I mean, like, just imagine if I start a session today saying, communication skills for being a speaker, and if I start the session in such a way. So, very good evening to one and all. So, today we are going to talk about communication skills. And after some time, I see the screen, the Zoom screen, the list of participants, the countdown going back from 39, it will come down. The graph is falling down, 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 down. Finally, I'll be speaking only to myself on the front camera. I say, like, where are my people gone? No, they just went to their home. Some sick fellow will be inside, and he say, Karthik, everyone just went to their house. I mean, they just left the meeting. Why? They said they thought like you are sleeping, so they also felt sleepy and they went. Never ever do this. Be active. You might have 100 I mean, issues or problems or headaches before you enter the session. Just leave everything at the exit gate or entrance. Just leave everything. Just one, the moment you are in, show a face that you are very happy to interact with people. Show a face that people will feel like, okay, this is something different. Your smile, your way of talking should become a signature for yourself. You get that signature. Whenever people take your name, they should feel like this fellow will speak like this. This ma'am delivers the speech like this. Just get that signature. That's very, very possible. So number one is, let us not memorize the speech. You're supposed to deliver a talk for 1.5 hours or 1 hour or even half an hour. Just let us take the speech very smoothly. I suggest it's always good, unless or until it is a speech relevant to numbers or budget kind of. Try to just go with the discussion or speech or a talk without any laptop or a piece of paper in front of you. And second thing, even I tell my students, whoever come for interview preparation and everything, according to me, because recently I have given an interview to a girl who asked me to who took my interview, and that girl asked me, and even a couple of other students asked me, sir, if I give you my resume, what is it you will look in it as an HR? Now, for me, a resume is just a printed piece of paper. I can read it. I have both the eyes, I can read it. Now, what I ask my interview, I mean the candidates, is speak something out of that resume. I'm definitely sure he has not printed about himself in 5 10 lines on that resume. So my first question, speak something about yourself for 2 minutes. And people just shiver like everything. Hardly I find people talking for 30 40 seconds, a maximum 50 seconds. And in some sessions, I see people introducing some speaker, and the way they introduce the speaker, even the speaker feels like, am I like this? How badly they have introduced me. And in some sessions, a speaker will themselves introduce, like they'll come up and say, so I'm Karthikeya Kumar, so I'm so and so. But when they're introducing themselves, when you are the speaker, when you are taking the opportunity to introduce yourself, don't make a noted points, or don't get a printed piece of paper in front of you, or don't memorize what you wanted to speak. You must be knowing what you are as a speaker. You must be knowing what difference can you bring in the audience, and you are the one who is going to take the entire game. Just two things: what is your strategy to be successful, and number two, what is the what is your game plan to make that entire session a successful one? As a speaker, if we know these two things, I mean, Giri sir says, tell me about yourself, tough question, I find many fail. Exactly, sir. My first question in any interview, I ask the candidates, I don't even ask, tell me about yourself. The only question, who are you? Just tell me, who are you? There are people who took 20 minutes, 25 minutes, they could not answer to say who are them. So there are many tough questions these days HRs are asking. I have conducted over 250 plus interviews. I was across pan India and abroad. I just took the sessions like everything. But when ask these questions, the major problem is people come up with the Google question answers, and when we ask something different, that Google is not supporting here. So never rely on Google for everything. It's just an example, but it's not the reality. Now coming back to a speaker here, that's the first point I wanted to come up with. And number two, develop a strong beginning for the talk. Now you as a speaker, you as a speaker, you should have a wonderful, powerful, mesmerizing, or an outstanding introduction, or the way you put yourself in front of the audience. It's not like, hey, hi, I'm Karthikeya Kumar, I'm from Hyderabad, today I'm going to talk to you on this. Audience will just sleep like anything. What is it you're going to give to the audience? Just give that in the beginning. Hey guys, if you are all looking out for this kind of outcome today, yes, you are in the right place, and this is what I'm going to do for you all. You are here today with me to talk to about, I mean, to discuss all about communication skills, to be a best speaker, rather the wonderful speaker in this world. Trust me, I'm going to give you such points. Like tomorrow, you make me to sit in your place, and I'm going to be your audience, and you will be one of those best speakers. Just make it such a way where people really love to make it. And few professional speakers, even they use cinematic dialogues. I don't say direct cinema dialogue, but the way they put it across is something you feel like, okay, this kind of sound I heard in some sort of movie. Yes, absolutely. But the script is changed. The background music is the same, but the script is changed. No, why I'm telling all these things, we need to be somewhat creative, innovative, and different when we are at least talking about ourselves. In what way Karthik is different today? This is not the same Karthik whom you are seeing 2 months back. I was just struggling. I was just struggling what to do in Corona time. Nothing. Things are not happening. No work from office. No recruitments. I'm a senior HR manager and head of learning and development, and there is no work to do. What is it I'll do? I'm getting bored. My mind is getting blocked. Then I thought, why can't I speak with people online? Then I was a part of a couple of sessions. I observed people. But I was not, honestly telling you, till 2 months ago, I was not even sure about the spelling of Zoom. I was never sure of it. Then one company came forward. They said, we are going to host your session. They did a couple of sessions. I should thanks to Max Sharon for getting that opportunity for me. So thanks Sharon for this. So the moment I started with Sharon, I mean with their company, we did a couple of sessions. Then I started meeting people. Now what I did here is, when I started meeting people, then they said like, Karthik, why can't we discuss this? Why can't we discuss about this today? In this 2 months, I'm across 48 WhatsApp groups of students, faculty, and other resource persons. Every day I'm taking, this is my 7th session for today. I still have 2 more sessions coming in. A minimum of 9 sessions I'm doing on a daily basis on different factors. And I'm not inviting everyone for everything, because as a speaker, it is very important to choose your audience. Who is relevant, who is suitable for what session. If I'm conducting a session on artificial intelligence, okay, for cyber security, why is that I should get a fellow from a mechanical engineering or a management background into this? Is it just for a certificate? No, because post my session, I'll be asking a quiz, we'll have an interaction, there are a lot of discussions coming up with that specialization, with that technology. So let us identify as a speaker, who are our audience, what type of audience do we need, and what sort of discussions we can do. That's very, very, very important. Don't rush through your speech or presentation, because this happens just because of the time management. You know, for example, if someone says, Karthik, your session needs to end at 7:30. No, the time is already 7:15. I know I might take some other additional 10-15 minutes. If they say, no, 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 you have to stop it at 7:30, whatever happens, tick 7:30. Now imagine, now what if I all of a sudden become a Rajdhani Express or a Duronto Express and start rushing? So next point is this, next point is this. You'll feel like, okay, unnecessarily I said 7:30. Good if we let him. I mean, he should have taken another 10 minutes. It would have been okay for him, because then I'll just run like everything. This happens in the last minute. Even for many speakers, if you give 15 minutes time in a presentation, if you give 15 minutes, they wind everything in 7 or 8 minutes, and they will stand very silent. Where is the failure? What is the problem? There are audience in front of you, I mean in front of the speaker. As a speaker, what is that I'm supposed to do? I should prepare the time for I mean, if the time is 15 minutes, I should prepare myself to be ready for 13 minutes of the session. I should have my content ready for 13 minutes. I should leave 1 minute or 2 minutes for question and answers, and that's when I should wind up. I cannot make the speakers or the judges to keep on pressing the bell. Karthik, shut up. Karthik, shut up. No, I can't do this. That's very important. Time management. This is the biggest challenge for many of the speakers. You may be very, very, very good expert in subject. One might be amazing speaker, but what about the timing? Where are we failing? So timing is something which we really need to remember at this particular point of time. And then vary your tone of voice. I mean, tone or voice. If you have observed from the beginning, I'm not maintaining a same tone or a same voice. There are some ups and downs. The tone is going up, it is coming down. The voice is rising, and again it's coming down. Why? That frequency will make the audience more impressive. Like if you want to just express something in a higher tone, you do it. But again, if the next statement is at a lower level, you know what? This is absolutely amazing, but it should be somewhat better. Now, what did I do? If I say the same in the same tone, it should be absolutely amazing, but it should be somewhat better. It's like, okay, this guy is just shouting at me, or this guy is just trying to say something and go away. We should maintain that intonation. Like, where is that we need to rise the tone, and where is that you need to low down? And most important factor when you're managing this, keep an eye on your audience. Even now, when you look at this, in between, I'm just looking into I'm just looking into this. Chat window, we have Ravi Surya saying, "Sir, you are implying the following things for effective communication: self-branding, free flow, etc., etc." So, free interaction. I find it interesting. Thank you so much. Similarly, you're supposed to look at your audience, look at their expressions, look at their facial expressions, look at their body language, look at the way they are looking at you, seeing at you, they're listening you, or they're just sitting at you. There are certain sessions where you know what, if you just go and the people start talking, the speaker, after 10-15 minutes you'll see all the audiences sliding slowly on the chair, getting the legs into the front towards the front chair, and our arms are sleeping. Now whose problem is this? It's not the mistake of the audience, it's a mistake of the speaker. You need to keep the audience very attentive. You ensure your audience are very active. Let them interrupt in between, let them ask questions. You should have the patience to answer. Now watch audience reactions. That's what I'm saying. In between, the audience might raise the hand. In between, the audience might change the facial expression. In between, the audience might feel something different, and they might keep disturbing by moving here and there. Now why is it happening? Standing in one place, delivering your speech, observing the audience is what we call multitasking. We need to do that multitasking. One should be really, really, really good. If it is not there, trust me, your bogie is different, and that engine is different, and these two cannot go together. The train will go separately. That will leave the bogie somewhere, the engine is just going somewhere. There is no coordination, right? We have to just maintain the coordination between a speaker and the audience. That's more important for us. And then watch your audience reaction. Opt for a simple language. Very, 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 very important thing. Many people use jargons, many people use fake accent, many people use such high end technical words that the audience will feel I should have carried an Oxford or a Cambridge dictionary so that I can find out a meaning for this. Never ever use it, because మన చుట్టూ ఉన్న ఆడియన్స్ ఎలాంటి వాళ్ళు మనకి తెలియదండి. They might be students, they might be experts, ఎలాంటి వాళ్ళన్నా ఉండొచ్చు. And not only that, we might have people speaking different languages. Today in this session, I know I have people speaking different languages. I have participants from North India because they have been there in my session since 2 months. I have participants from Tamil Nadu. I have participants from Andhra, Telangana. Now the language what I use, the terms what I use, okay, if needed, I should be able to even give out the meaning for the word I'm saying. If I keep on going, uh, Gautami says it was time will decrease suddenly, but the content have is totally important then. Well, Gautami, I'm just coming back to all these questions, Giridhar sir and everyone. Once this is done, I'll take all the Q&As. I'll definitely answer this. Now, uh, I was just telling about this. Now, when I come back to all this, where is it? Something is lacking in between, right? No, this is what happens in a distraction. I was just trying to say something. Language is very important. Don't make a fake accent. We are Indians. We have a neutral Indian accent. Let us try to just maintain absolutely neutral accent. Hey guys, you know what? I'm just trying to make you all to understand what exactly is communication skills, and we are all not just going to అరే నీకు ఇంగ్లీష్ వచ్చా రాదా? This is the next question from some of the audience. They say, Karthik, you either speak in a normal, understandable human English, or please allow us to leave this room. Only thing. That's what happens. We just try to fake the accent. That is absolutely incorrect. And number two, the jargons. Many of the students do this mistake when they come for interview. From which university did you pursue your graduation? I'm from JNTU. I'm from SVU. You are the one who studied there, and you know what is JNTU. You know what is SVU. You know what is OU. I'm a fellow from other planet. How would I know this? What is JNTU according to you? Then he will say Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University. This should have been done in the beginning. Many speakers use these kind of abbreviations, high-end English words, anti-disestablishmentalizationism. Now they'll come up with such a wonderful lengthy English word. Now the audience will be like, what did he speak? What is the meaning for this? Now they'll start looking at the dictionaries. Just be a speaker who uses a normal, good English, or rather a simple English. Now support your message with visual aids. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry. Usually, none of my sessions will be without presentation. I carry a presentation for every single session of mine, just because today my time did not allow. Since afternoon 2 o'clock till 6:30, I mean 6:15, I was on multiple sessions, so I didn't even had time to prepare, and I'm shuffling between other devices. So I'm really sorry that I don't have a preparation of, I mean, presentation. But when you are trying to make a discussion, the most important thing is, many of the speakers remember this. If you're talking about listening skills, just keep a slide where you have a ear and someone looking at that ear like this. That means you are trying to listen, or just make a fellow collect an image where he keeps his hand near to the ear like this. That means he's listening to someone. When you're talking about your energy tone, get an image where the mouth is open. Make some relevant images and keep it on the screen. But important thing in presentations, do not draft the entire text what you are going to speak on the presentation slide. You know what will happen? People will take the notepad, they'll keep on writing. Nobody is ready to listen to us. They'll make a note of all the points and say, thank you, sir. Any questions? No, sir. Everything is clear, sir. Now, what is that we have done as a speaker? We just read whatever is there on the screen. So in order to make the audience more interactive, in order to make the audience more active, like where they are listening to us, and in order to make engage the audience better, keep the image. That's why when I'm training my students on communication, what I do is, most of the times I get the images, different sets of photographs of birds, animals, babies, in wonderful comedy oriented way, or in different poses, or different photographs. And I ask them to look at the photograph. There are two things here: observe the photograph and speak about what exactly you understand from that photograph. And I give them 1 or 2 minutes. Now, what will happen? He definitely has to look for words. He definitely has to think, instant thinking skill, choice of words, language, time management, and the kind of content, sentence structure. So many factors come in a place, because he is the speaker at that point of time for the next 2 minutes. Speaker is not someone like who is a very big fellow. Whoever starts talking to someone, he is a speaker. But how better we are talking to someone, how good are our innovative skills today as a speaker, or me, or anyone to that matter. If we conduct a session, at the end, if I say any questions, now the people will come up with questions. Obviously, they say, Karthik, this is what I wanted to ask, or they say, Karthik, this is fine, or Karthik, this. No, I cannot say this is out of my syllabus. I did not prepare for this. Am I right? Because when you are a speaker, you should be prepared with your topic in such a way that people might ask any question relevant to that, and we should definitely be prepared for that particular discussion. One of my, I met many people across. When I was in Netherlands, I met a great person, an Indian. I was with him for 2 days, learning a lot of things around. I was there just with him for a long time. He taught me wonderful things. Today, in one way, if I'm able to talk to someone, if I'm at least able to, say something to the audience, or whoever the participants are there, it's just because of him. So I hope someone is on. Right. Thank you. Now, what happened here is, one day he said, he asked me a lot of things I was answering. He was just observing me, what I was trying to answer. It was about a technical discussion. He said, he calls me as Sharma. He says, Sharma, this is not the way how you should talk to people. I said, like, what did I do wrong? I was just talking to, I was just talking to my sir in such a way. I thought I was absolutely correct. But he made me to learn a lot of things, because the next day I was supposed to deliver a session at Netherlands in a university to more than 150 plus students on cyber security. I did it, but there was a big difference. Trust me, I did not expect that would come, because the kind of language, the kind of words, the kind of slang, the kind of body language, the way I was presenting, and the way of facial expression, everything. He took 2 hours for me. He took 2 hours out of his time and said, Sharma, I'm giving you 1 hour, prepare it well, and you have to give me a presentation. If not, I'll announce tomorrow in the university that you met with an accident and your session is cancelled. He just threatened me like this. I said, like, better, instead of meeting with an accident, I thought, let me do it. I practiced it overnight. I just practiced it. Even morning at 11:30 was my session. He called me at 9 o'clock and said, Sharma, come to my home. When I went there, he was just ready with, he has a wonderful house out there. He has a projector, everything. He said, plug in the pen drive. I want to see your presentation. I would like to listen to you, and then only I can allow you to go and speak. 20 minutes I spoke. Just he said, now you're doing good. After that, lot of corrections, lot of changes, lot of learnings. Why I'm saying all these things? Do not put your slang. I'm from a place called Tirupati in Chittoor district. So I speak Telugu. But everyone are from different places. You might be from Telangana, you might be from Andhra, Tamil Nadu, in North India, any place. But the biggest factor is the slang factor. When you are a speaker, don't use that slang. Let it not come out. How is it like mother tongue influence? We call it as mother tongue influence, MTI. This MTI plays a very vital role. Many of the people don't observe this. Now what and this ended with a kind of a music rhythm. And even when they speak in Telugu on a professional platform, they go with a local slang, which is absolutely not correct, sir. We are supposed to maintain such professional decorum, whatever the place we are from, whoever the type of audience we have in front of us. Let us maintain some proper decorum of speaking in a professional sense. That's very important. If you want to put something in front of the audience in an innovative way, just inform them that what you are going to show or what you are going to speak. Hey guys, you know what? I'm just trying to show you a demonstration. Unless or until we are professional speakers, we can be like this. Hey guys, you know what? I'm just trying to go show you something which is brought out of artificial intelligence, and this is really going to work like this. If you know how you are able to control your words, if you know where to get down, slow down, pause it, everything, yes, that is when we can go with the type of accent what we need. But if you're not sure, because ensure that we are controlled by ourselves. Someone should not control us. When you are a speaker, have a self control, speak it properly, speak a way where people will listen to us, and then emphasize the key points. Now, what are the key points I'm just trying to emphasize in this discussion? What is that you can be as a great speaker? Your body language, your energy, your communication, your tone, your clarity. There are certain points which I wanted to really focus on, because I'm sure in the next 3 to 4 months, I'm going to see hundreds of speakers coming in front of Zoom and talking about whatever the topic they wanted to talk. I'm inviting people to talk about photography. Next week, I'm going to deliver a session on photography, which is my passion. So you can speak about anything, but there are certain ethics we should follow, because even today, after 16 years of my experience as an HR trainer, now the one thing I have is a healthy fear. ఒక భయం ఉంది లోపల. As a speaker, what sort of body language I maintain? As a speaker, what sort of words I use? As a speaker, what sort of content I present? And as a speaker, how would I handle my audience? This is a healthy fear I have. If I don't have that fear, nalo bhayam ledanukondi, what will happen? Something goes into my head and I'll be very careless. I'll be like, whatever I say, my audience will listen. Why will they listen? They will never listen. They'll say like, Karthik, we know all these things. Not that whatever I'm telling today that people don't know. Not that people are not aware of this. Everybody knows this. No, how is that I'm going to make a difference is matters here. Like, it's the biggest difference. How is that Karthik is going to tell the same in a different way? This is what I tell the students. If you're in a classroom, if your teacher has taught you something, how can you express the same thing in your own words in a different way where people can understand the same fundamental logic in a better way that it is understood properly? When you're able to do that, you can be one of the finest speakers. You know why? That's not going to happen. I mean, that's not possible by everyone. That's not possible by everyone. That comes only by practice. And finally, use a strong ending. Absolutely, I've come to a last with a proper ending. When I'm saying a strong ending or a proper ending, even yesterday I was taking a session and day before on LinkedIn, resume writing, interview tips, telephone etiquette, email etiquette. Students were asking. I mean, instead of explaining the students, I was visually recording some videos and posting on the groups. So they started watching it and understanding it. And in return, they started sending me the videos and the audios. Absolutely, that I understood that's the pulse of students. Now, what I was telling them, you should know how to start and how to end your interview. Same way, when we start the speech in a wonderful way, like what I did in the beginning or in the middle, like how innovatively we can take it out. It's all important. How smoothly we can close the speech. We can close our talk. How smoothly we can say, like, yes, I was there in a wonderful talk. Or we should feel like, yes, my audience were happy because even till the last word of mine, they were happily sitting. How is it possible? How are you going to close it? It's not a predefined script. There is no text for it anywhere on the planet Earth. It comes from here. Well, usually I use a word called signing off while I'm closing my session. Many people ask me, Karthik, why do you say signing off? No, that's how I made it. That's how I'm used to it. Now, when you're trying to close a session, there are certain things we need to remember. When you start the session as a speaker, what did I do? I said a very good evening. I wished everyone. I took some names, and I'm really happy because in between the session I could not take the name. I'm happy to see Sridhar sir today here. Thank you very much, sir, for being here today with us. And then we have a lot of other people who are here today from different places, right? When I was able to recollect everyone's name in the beginning, I took some names. I wished the people. Gave a formal starting. The same way you do it at the end. How is it possible? Yes, it is very much possible, my dear friends. How is it simple? Well, since I'm also coming to the end of the discussion, I should do this. If not, it would become a theory. I should be practical enough, right? So, whatever we discussed till now are some of the basic points I felt that these are very important when someone wants to be a speaker. There are the speakers are different in their creativity. The speakers are different in terms of their knowledge. But one humble request or one thing I would like to tell to all the speakers: whenever you're trying to render or deliver a session to different audience, okay, try to make a difference in terms of your deliverables also. Because I've observed this. I was across till now I took 8 faculty development programs. Across these 8 faculty development programs, 3 top FDPs were on HR analytics. And of the in these three, for 2 HR analytics programs, I had similar audience. The audience who were there in my first FDP, they were sitting in the second FDP also. And after the second FDP, one of the faculty asked me, Karthik, this is not the same presentation what you have shown last time. I said, no, it definitely not. It will not be. Because for every session I may modify my presentation. For every session I modify my my talk. For every session, even though the topic is the same, I make a change on the presentation because I don't know, the earth is so small. The earth is so small that I don't know whom I'll meet again repeatedly. So I need to change it. As a speaker, we need to do this. Never ever repeat the same content across for the next 10-15 years on every different platform. You change the content. You can be an author, you can be a speaker, you can be a motivator, anything. But people are trying to listen something different. You may feel like he's not the same fellow who was in my previous meeting. He's not the same fellow, but people are watching it as on a digital media. How different you are able to do it, how different you are able to deliver it, that is very important, right? So this is what I was just trying to think. So the in a just I would like to say that for a better to be a better speaker or to be a better communicator, let us have a good energy, good tone, good command on our language, good communication ability with a good clarity in voice, a proper body language, and a proper environment. I could have even sat outside. Yesterday I was sitting outside for the session, but today why I did not sit outside? I have a huge place. Like a very huge empty space. The reason is very simple. I have a lot of kids playing downstairs, and their noise will overlap my voice, and the participants will say, "Karthik, something is really disturbing." So Surroundings are also very, very, very important. Check your gadgets. I log in at least 5 8 minutes earlier to check my ensure my gadgets are working better. Of course, it's a fate if it doesn't work even after checking 10 times. The moment I start the session, my laptop might die, my gadget may die, or even I may die at times. That doesn't matter. But still, when we are trying to be prepared, let us check everything. Okay. I mean, Sir Sridhar sir, I'm really happy to have a comment from you on this. I'll definitely talk to you, sir. I wanted to hear from you before I end this. I mean, like, yes. So there are certain factors which we really need to follow as a speaker. I'm not a great speaker. I'm saying myself. I don't say that I'm a great speaker, but I'm trying to be that. At least in my once in my lifetime, I still have a dream. I still have one. I mean, two things in my mind. One day I should get onto TEDx platform, and one day I should be on Joe Stocks. I've been asking people to help me to get a reference to get into this. I know that I'm not such a great speaker, but I know I can be that speaker who can make a difference. And that's one of the reason today in these 2 months I could meet 3,000 plus students, and they themselves created 27 WhatsApp groups, and they keep on posting, they keep on questioning me. That means I made some difference. That some difference is more than enough. That some difference is what I mean. If I'm able to bring 1% of a change, that's it. So be a great speaker. To be a great speaker, you just be what you are. Do not imitate someone, do not pretend someone, or do not try to act someone. You be what you want to be. Geo G Barke, and just be what you are. That's it, and that's all from my end. I really thank Giridhar garu, Sridhar sir, thanks for you being here, Vijay Lakshmi madam, and Deva Vijay Lakshmi madam garu. I mean, I did not meet a lot of people, but still I'm happy that you're all very patient enough to see me for the last, I mean, I believe it's not close to 1 hour, I believe. I mean, you have been very patient enough to look at my face and listen to whatever I'm trying to say. I really thank everyone for being with me today, and I'm just done with this, and that's all from my end. And now I don't say sign off because I need to unmute the people, or they can unmute and they can say, Karthik, how are you? It's all your time now. I'm just expecting people to speak up.
Yeah,
Good evening,
good
sir.
evening, Karthik.
Yeah, yeah.
Sridhar sir, good evening.
I'm very happy to listen to you for first time.
Yes, sir.
Though I'm associated with you through Facebook since last many years, this is the first time I attended your session in the live.
Sir.
Really amazing, and it's these are the words coming from my heart. I am not flattering or exaggerating.
Sir.
Definitely, I want you to address my students who are
Sure, sir.
facing these placements, because it's the blend of confidence, communication, and a good body language, and everything is there. Because
Yes,
I
sir.
want to make you stand in front of my students soon after completion of this COVID situation. Because I don't like even the online session. I welcome you to our campus
Sure, sir.
to
Sure, sir.
address our students.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. I'm happy that to have you here today. Uh, really, thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah,
I'll definitely do it, sir. I'll
it's
definitely
my
do that, sir.
pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
the
sir.
best. As you said, you deserve more than a Josh talk. You deserve a TEDx talk.
Sir.
Undoubtedly, you will get it. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Sridhar sir. Thank you, KHDT for Madhurav sir, Chalapati exam in charge, Subbarao garu, Namaskaram sir. And many of the heads are there in the session, sir. I'm very glad to meet all the heads of the colleges. And I find very, sir, as usual, sir. Karthikeyan sir, as usual, energy, as usual.
Thank you, sir.
Great, sir. Again. I just want to know, sir, I just want to know voice clarity and quality, how we can improve. Is it by eating habits?
No, sir. It's not about eating habits, sir. The first and foremost thing is, I mean, if I have to talk about voice clarity or voice modulation, now I should address in terms of a singer. So when you are a singer, there are certain things you need to follow. Taking certain set of warm water in a particular period of, you should not take cool drinks. You should not take certain type of drinks, and then you should be very careful in managing this throat very clearly, right? అక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే modulation is very important, sir. By default, manufacturing wise, my throat was not like this. If you actually want to listen to my original tone, it was something very odd. Even I never liked it. So then I started modulating it. I started practicing. In fact, ఒక stage లో mimicry try చేశాను. How can I be different? So then I slowly over period of time I could change my voice. I mean tone. Majority thing is when you're a speaker or a singer, most important thing, we should know what we should drink, what we should eat, and what we should, how we should maintain this. ఇక్కడ గర తయారయ్యి నోట్ లోపల గొంతు లోపల ఏమన్నా ఇబ్బంది వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, మన దగ్గర ఎంత కంటెంట్ ఉన్నా ఈ కట్అవుట్ కి వాల్యూ రాదు సార్. వి షుడ్ మెయింటైన్ దట్, రైట్? సో వీలైనంత వరకు సెషన్కి వెళ్లే ముందు హాట్ కొంచెం లూక్ వామ్ వాటర్ తీసుకొని గార్గ్లింగ్ చేసుకొని ఎన్ష్యూర్ దట్ ఇక్కడ వరకు మొత్తం క్లియర్ గా ఉంది, నోట్లో ఎటువంటి ఇబ్బందులు లేవు, ఏమైనా తిన్నా కూడా దాన్ని ఒక 5 minutes ముందే క్లీన్ చేసుకొని ensure that you are with a fresh mouth and a fresh throat. That's more than enough, I believe, as far as my knowledge.
So all the best, sir. I will see you in TEDx and Josh Talks and number
you,
of
sir.
channels, my channels also. Thank you so much for your great presentation again and again.
Thank you, sir. So I welcome the audience to.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I'm Mrs. Radhika. Yeah, I'm a budding trainer, and it was wonderful to attend your session.
Thank you so
much.
It
was little, I couldn't hear the audio for a long time. I just left and rejoined the group 2-3 times. But okay. Still, I enjoyed every bit of it. And the flow, the way you speak and the smooth flow, really, it's amazing.
Very
nice of you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so anyone would like to say something? I mean, I'm just waiting for the feedback. I'm not waiting for claps, but I need feedback. That's more important for me. Yeah. I think we have Charan from Stumags. Someone from Stumags, some trainer. I see the name. Yeah, we have.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Glad to meet you, sir. This is the first session with you, sir.
Thank you,
I'm
ma'am.
a counselor, psychologist, and motivational speaker, sir. This is a wonderful session we have, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. As a speaker, my efficiency, my perfection enhance చేసుకోవడానికి చాలా helpful అవుతుంది, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Chusran, you have been sitting in the same place since the last 1.5 hours. Of course, mere video mode lo unnar kabatti I could see that. Thanks for being so patient enough. So PPT, I don't have any PPT, sir. Bashagar is asking, but I can upload the video on my channel. I mean, if you have registered, those who have registered or those who have not registered, if you can send me an email or WhatsApp, I'll share this video link within 1 hour. So all my sessions are now on YouTube, so you can see that, sir. I'll definitely. Sri Charan says, sir, nice mustache, Singham.
Yes, sir.
I'm a fan of Surya. Thank you, sir.
That is possible. Our recording ఏమన్నా send చేస్తారా, sir?
Yes, madam. I'll share it. మీరు ఒకవేళ if you have registered, it's fine. If not, నా email ID chat లో పెట్టాను. Or text message పంపించినా కూడా I'll share the video, madam. So that's all I have. I mean, is anyone else? I mean, any other discussions?
Hey, hi Karthik. This is Raveen Pona.
Yeah, hi, good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening, Karthik. I'm a certified trainer, and basically I was into IT since a long time.
Okay.
So of late, I thought of listening to you. So it is
Thank
very
you.
pleasure that I got to listen to you.
Thank
and
you so
I really
much.
appreciate a lot of takeaways. Thanks for that.
Thank you so much for taking your time to be here with us today, and I'm really happy to have you. So certainly I'm going to meet you in many of the forthcoming sessions also, I believe. So
Definitely.
that will definitely be done. I should really do this.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks
Good
for
job.
that. Thank you so much.
Shall I ask one question, sir?
Yes,
Hello.
please. Yes.
Sir, after the COVID comes down, it is, it's open for all. I mean, after the 2 or 3 months, what
Okay.
would be the outlook about the training and development industry? It is any impact or any effect for the trainers who has newly started their career as a trainer?
Sir, as far as my knowledge and with my experience, I can say training industry has never got up and down. It is always consistent. The only challenge is it's all about how you reach the market as a trainer. Now the situation, looking at the situation and the forecasting, I can say that the future is going to be more of a digital learning for at least the next 6 months to 1 year, if I'm not wrong. If that is what going to happen, so there is a huge demand for the trainers to be there available online, and we certainly need people today, because I see a lot of people coming forward saying like, I would like to address this, I would like to speak on this. So on that note, I've created a lot of platforms and have referred the people to many other groups where they started interacting with people. So yes, obviously there is no major disturbance in our training profession, to be very frank and open. But the only thing is, we should know how quickly we can get into the market, because there are a lot of competitors. Earlier to corona, it was like there were only 1,000 or 10,000 trainers we could see on a live basis. But today you see more than 1 lakh trainers on a live basis. Now it all matters how you build your own community and your network, and how you can make it. So this is what more important, sir. Probably if you can get in touch with me, and if you are in contact, I can also help you to meet more people where you can build more networks, sir.
Yes, I feel very happy that I am very grateful for you. I have already your WhatsApp and trainer group
Superb, sir. Superb.
your
So
cyber videos in YouTube that were given the knowledge about the social media and the security features that way. It's very
thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
helpful
So
for
yeah.
different types. Thank
Right, sir. So I just pasted my YouTube channel link also. If anyone is interested, they can copy and keep it on Notepad, or rather send me an email. I'll send my uploaded video by tonight to everyone. And in fact, again, I'm repeating it. I have a platform called 21st Century Speakers, where we initially started the sessions with Giridhar Garu, Bharat, myself, and KV and Karthik, and a few more students are coming up in the next week. So I'm ready to create a platform for a lot of speakers. For those who
you.
want to come up as speakers, I can train them and I can
Trainer
make them as speakers.
taken, sir, because we started as a career as a trainer 2 years ago. So that's what it is very enriched and give the something help for us.
Sure,
That
sure. I mean,
what
Channakeshwar garu sent me an email. You kindly, Channakeshwar garu, send me an email to my email ID so that I'll reply you back with my link, sir. I'll send you the video link. So yes, yes, sir.
sir, it is for the any platform for the youngest trainers. I mean, younger trainers. It would be very helpful to get the more opportunities and learning
Definitely,
platform.
sir. Definitely, sir. We'll definitely work on this.
Sir, in this regard, can we build anything? I mean, can we change any modules or getting for the virtual internships or virtual trainings or modules?
I mean,
So,
like,
what would you say about this? Because we are going to go only for the offline trainers till now.
hmm, hmm.
So, after in this regard, COVID-19 situation, so how can we build our Instagram and Facebook, YouTube? Should we learn any technical skills
No,
or
no,
any?
no. I'll tell you what I have done in the last 2 months. See, currently today, as on today, I have completed 78 internships virtually, and 20 are ongoing additionally now on data analytics. So from a college in Hyderabad, I have 20 students. Apart from this, with we also have certain set of people with us in this team today who really will help you to grow. For example, let me take Giridhar Garu, Madhav sir, and just now Sridhar sir spoke. So we all have such people who are able to really look at us and help us. Only thing is, we need to show one good performance from our side. What are we exactly? If we can show that, they will definitely help us to build network. But on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, there is nothing on a high technical note. Only thing is, you daily keep posting something from your side in a 2 or 3 minutes video format, like what exactly you wanted to learn, or what exactly you want to teach, or what exactly you learn about, or something useful to the society. People will automatically start listening to you. Instead of text, I suggest a video or audio to be sent to the people across various platforms. That really helps the people to get in touch with you. We'll definitely discuss on this over WhatsApp in detail, sir. I'll definitely help you on this. Uh, we have certain set of questions. I'll take only 5 minutes. We have questions people have raised a few minutes
So good,
back.
good evening, Karthik.
Sir, good evening.
Sir, very good evening. With your permission, would like to say a
Yes,
few
sir.
words.
Yes, sir.
As I'm like you, other people. I'm also regular audience. Due to the time constraint, I should not spare time to listen
Sir.
some your videos. I used to share once I received your majors webinars. I used to share with my students.
Sir.
Even some of guys also joined today. Really, I should feel the sometimes wasting of your valuable time with the limited resources. Many guys are there with the very much crazy to listen and talk them influently. As a teacher who teaches the class in classroom, effectively, efficiently, after 1 hour, he feels that he would become Karodpati, no doubt at all. Even you have crores of rupees, if the student satisfy, that it would be become big money. I think so.
Exactly.
It started my career when I started in 94. My
Okay.
guru also said to me, Madhav, I don't want to get anything from appreciation. If the students listen to your words, that is enough for you. If you're not
Exactly.
happy with the class, if the students are not happy with you, that would be become a big prison.
Exactly,
I
sir.
think so, guys, really, really very, very fascinating. I should not say even I had a big experience, but many students and many professors, many teachers are failing in delivering the information, reaching to the people and communicating everything. It will give big boosting to the teachers and self people also. I think so, sir. Really, it's a very wonderful. The pandemic situation of Corona is not a pandemic. Like you, the people can elevate. At the same, the society is benefiting. I know
Sir.
how much time you are sparing time, 7 to 8 hours. If you
Sir.
spare the same time with the students and community, really very happy, sir. Really, I think so. You should not be with the confined to the 50, 100. It should be thousands of the students should motivate. I should say one word to you, social responsibility is a real hats off to you because
Thank you, sir.
I think first session and the last session, your way of communication is totally different. It's God's gifted. I don't say it is a virtue by practice. It's a God's gifted you. Everybody is thinking to speak like you. I think so. Only hard work and the same time passion. I think you have the passion and God's gifted. Really, thank you, Karthikeyan sir. Everybody should
Sir.
inspire from your words, and they have to motivate themselves to speak like you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Every time I'm looking at the same time, failing sometime to
Sir, sir.
watch your videos. Really, thank you, sir. I think Giridhar and support with you, many placement officers and professors coming to know about you. Very, really, very fascinating, sir. I hope one time we would like to invite you for our TPO consortium to give the
Sure, sir.
information to our students also.
Sure, sir.
Thank you,
Sure, sir.
Karthikeyan ji. Welcome to 8th and 9th session of today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I have a question from Gautami here. She says, sir, how to manage the time if at all? See, that's a very important question. People will be prepared for 1 hour, and at the last moment, the organizers will say, close it within 5 minutes. So the moment when you're initially preparing at home for the entire session, you make your content and preparation in such a way that with whatever the content you have, you should be able to speak either for 5 minutes or 5 hours or even 15 minutes. That comes only by practice. I never fix up my timing like I should speak only for 15, 20. I mean, I don't know it's right or wrong. Even if people say, Karthik, you need to extend, yes, I'll be able to extend. If they say, Karthik, wind it up in 10 minutes, yes, I can wind up in 10 minutes. But I'll not miss out on whatever the points I'm supposed to speak, because this is something we need to organize the things in the mind and prepare the way you have to. It comes only by practice, right? So and one last question I have. After that, I'll again listen to audience. How to grab attention of our audience, the most important one. Very simple. See, he says, Singham sir, how to grab attention. So audience attention is just because of the way your body language, the choice of words you come up with, the way you talk to people, and the way you reach the people. It's very important. Do not keep continuously talking to people. Observe in between, take a pause. See if someone has a question, like what I'm observing in the chat window. So just try to, give some space for the audience also, where they can respond, react, and also do this. So that's most important in things. So hi to Sir Subarav Garu, sir. Hello, sir. Very happy to have you from the English department. I believe I need to take some English classes from you, because I also need to learn some English now. So that's more important. I'm good in communication, but if someone asks me parts of speech, I'm very bad in it. So very happy to have you here, sir, today. And
Sir,
yes, sir.
are the difference between spoken English or any, business communication English? Is there any quite difference or a slight difference?
Okay, spoken English, I should say very simple way. Do you ride a car or a bike?
Hello,
Do you ride a car or a bike?
a bike, sir.
Bike. No, all of a sudden, this is very simple. I don't know whether this example will be suitable for this or not. Now, if I give you a bike and ask you, okay, where is the clutch? What is the speedometer? Like all the technical details, and where do you find the gear? How many stars are there in the gear? And what exactly is the description of the bike? That is something what you call spoken English. Understanding the basics properly with high level knowledge is what you call a spoken English, where you learn the ABCs of English. But general, the other English, what you said, what I am talking today, is something I learned from speakers. by listening to the people. Honestly tell you, I don't even know what are parts of speech completely or in detail about it, but I'm able to communicate with people across the globe where I can understand 9 different countries accent very easily. Because even though I missed out on the basics, I don't know whether it is right or wrong, but I still continue to learn them in between here and there to ensure my fundamentals are still there. So spoken English is important. Learn it with the minimum basics of tenses. That is very important. Many speakers fail in this. They say that I'm happy to, if it is like I'm happy to have all of you today, I had happy to have all of you today. Like they're speaking about the current situation in a past way. So it's very important to know more about tenses and the basic parts of speech. I believe if you have that minimum knowledge, you can at least go with a good English.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome,
Sir,
sir.
I am willing to give the awareness and career guidance counseling for the students after 10th class, after intermediate degree, how we choose our career and how we build for the particular passion and habitual. So, if you can provide me like that any session
Yes,
at Zoom.
yes. Yeah. So probably you can get in touch with me on WhatsApp once. I shared my number. You can get in
Okay.
touch with me on WhatsApp, and definitely I'll help you with it, sir. We'll have a call tomorrow. And tomorrow we have a discussion. I mean, we have a session again in the evening. I'm not leaving anyone. I want people to get engaged, whatever they are, wherever they are on a daily basis. Evening 6:30. Karthik is maintaining a prison. He makes the people to get into the jail, make people to sit. And tomorrow Giridhar sir is again for the third time he's coming back, and he will be talking about, I mean, initial discussion was on PNR. I fixed this topic PNR. It's not on railways, it's on parenting. Now tomorrow he's going to discuss again on parenting aspect. So Giridhar garu, I suggest one thing, sir. From today onwards, whenever you have a session coming up, you just make a small 1 minute AV, not audio. Just make a selfie video of 1 minute and then put it across groups. People will run around it. They just create an interest on it, and that will make a big difference, sir. And you are able to do it. I know you will do it. You are
Sure,
making
thank
a
you, sir. Parenting 9 rules, sir. Parenting 9 rules.
exactly parenting 9 rules tomorrow. So for all the parents, 9 rules, Navagrahas, right? We'll have some crucial discussion tomorrow. So that's all from my end. Anyone has something to say or anything to comment or anything to feedback? I'm open for it. Or if not, in 2 minutes we can wind up. This video will be available on my YouTube channel. I'll be mailing to all those participants who registered. I'll be sending a video link of this. And all those who know already about my YouTube channel, they can find it by 10 o'clock or even less than that. So thanks for this. And thanks to every single person here. Thanks to... Sir. Yeah, Bharat.
Uh, what you said is absolutely right about communication. I mean, how professors should improve, how to deliver the classes to the students in understandable manner, and each and everything is absolutely right. And I hope this would be very useful for the each and every professor who is attending your webinar.
It's not only for professors. See, it's a speaker. It can be a professor or a trainer or a teacher. We are not targeting one person. Everyone, whoever takes a mic and speaks, is a speaker, and they should be able to follow this minimum things to ensure that the audience will stay with them for next 1 hour or half an hour or whatever the time it is. Right? It all matters how we respect them, how we take the words, how we speak, and how we put the things across. That's very important, Bharat. Right? Thanks for this. Thanks for that, Bharat. And we hope to see your session again. Right?
Thank you so much.
Right. So this is all from my end. And again, big thanks to Praveen Garu, Sridhar sir, Girdhar Garu, and Bharat, Vijay Lakshmi madam, and every single individual. Don't mind if I don't take the names. I'm thankful to every single person, participant in this group. Thanks for your time, and thanks for being so
Sir,
patient enough.
Can you make a group from your side to get all together know about your community? I mean, your trainings and Zoom sessions. It's very easily to find out. So because of
Yes,
a
sir.
flow of Zoom meetings links and something different types of video links and different types of sources is a flow of coming in the different types of the 24/7 group and different types of trainer groups. So that's what I suggest that if it is
Yeah.
possible, you can make sure for us. I mean, you are who are very keen to learning from you, like me. I'm very keen to learn from you.
Okay. And one more important thing. Every session before I close it, one thing I would like to say. I'm a trainer and a coach by profession, and this is only my profession. And for the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, this is what my future is. Okay. And many of the students or participants here, they have been asking me for many learnings. Very honestly to say, I can deliver few sessions at a free of cost, but certain learnings have certain value and that should be paid, right? So
Okay, okay, we
no,
can
no,
pay it, sir.
no. When I'm talking about this payment to few people, that from the next moment they'll not be available. They'll be running away. So it's fine. Whoever are seriously interested, yes, you ping me on WhatsApp, sir. We have already a group. I'll add you to that group. You keep get to know about what all my next sessions are. Okay, right?
Fine, sir. Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much to everyone. And signing off, your Karthik. Bye bye.